It was off a corner, and it was basically someone got a foul like in a circle, and then we like do the corner.
So heavy defense here, but they finally do gain the circle and they get the penalty corner.
The ball comes to the battery to me, and it was the slowest ball that I've ever given.
There's people who go a whole career and don't score a goal as a back. It's not necessarily the combination of things that happen, but she has such an awesome skill set for our corner unit.
After I had like released the ball, I was like, this is not going in, because it was like the slowest thing I've ever done. I live in Cape Town, which is a very touristy city. If this is like Africa, and then like South Africa is like right at the bottom, so like if it's like, like that shape, I live right on the tip, like on the beach. So I played hockey since I was 3, and then I played netball as well, which is not a sport here. It's kind of like basketball in a way, but completely different. Like there's a net and like the hoop and the ball and everything. I tried out for those teams for both sports, and then I made the under 19A team in field hockey instead of the under 14A team. So I just thought I was better at field hockey, so I stopped netball and I carried on with field hockey. And both my parents were also in the South African field hockey teams, so yeah, so kind of following in their footsteps. In South Africa, like, they don't really put any money into field hockey. We'd qualify for the Olympics and they wouldn't send us because they'd rather send our rugby teams or like our cricket teams. Hockey was not really going anywhere in South Africa, but like seems to be going somewhere now, which is kind of exciting. But like that was the main reason why I wanted to play field hockey somewhere else.
We get a lot of international like scouting service emails, so now it's sort of built up where these people in other countries go and they find players and they say, hey, do you want to go play in the States? You know, sign up for our service, we'll help you sort of do everything.
I spoke to a company to try and get me like to come to the States, but like they were really expensive to go through. So I was like, I'm gonna try do this by myself. And I emailed 100 D1 field hockey coaches.
She is remarkable in that I think she just had this dream. She knew girls who had come over here from South Africa. And I just got a Gmail email from her. So I just said, hey, can you send a video? And once I saw that, I'm like, hey, let's chat, let's Skype. And she had her ducks in a row, was getting all the steps done to kind of ready yourself.
And I was like, if I'm going to be so far away, I want to be happy and comfortable. So that's why I chose Ball State.
She arrived January 1st, New Year's Day.
In South Africa, our academic years go from January to December. I didn't want to wait like till August.
Typically when we all first get here, it's August, and so the team is here to help. And that really puts people at ease, but it was just me and her, so she made it through that. You know, her mom was here too, and that helped with the transition a little bit, but I'll never forget that goodbye. That was a hard goodbye, seeing that, and I just have a lot of respect for the parents who have their kids go halfway across the world and trust them to us. That's really important.
It was really cold and I'd never experienced like snow, and I would like slip on the way to practice because like the ground was ice. So it was very different to home, and like obviously being so far away from home, like I was homesick a lot of the time. I call them every single day. It's really hard to call them just because of the time difference. Like it's 6 hours, so I'll be finished practice and they'll be going to bed, like, which can kind of be like annoying because like I still want to talk to them because like I'm really, really close with them.
We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
COVID hit, and I think it was like the second day we were out here.
We were in study tables, and then we got an email saying that we need to leave. I called my parents and they were like, we have friends in North Carolina that I didn't really know. Like I'd spoken to them because my mom wanted me to speak to them, so that like in case of emergencies, which happened in the end. She was like, yeah, you're gonna go to them tomorrow. So I got on the flight the next day, but then I got stuck for 3 months in the US in a house that I didn't know with people I didn't know, which was kind of scary. But like they're really good friends now. Like I go to them whenever I need to. When there were enough people in the US that needed to go back to South Africa, they made these like repatriation flights. And like I arrived there and like everyone was wearing hazmat suits, and like the air hostesses and like the pilot was wearing a hazmat suit, and like that was traumatizing.
And then coming back in the fall, we just couldn't get her back.
South Africa starts getting into a stricter lockdown where we weren't allowed outside again. And then they closed the borders again. I had to watch them like practice like on like social media from South Africa. It was really frustrating. Like I'd only been at Ball State for 2 months and then got stuck in South Africa, and I couldn't get back like for what I actually wanted to do. I wanted to leave South Africa to play hockey.
There was just such a path of resistance to getting back over here. If it's a different person, I don't know that they ever come back to Ball State.
Knowing that I was coming back to the spring to actually play a game was really exciting. Like I would have been like dreading coming back if I wasn't gonna be able to play again. Like I'd been there for a year.
I think for our younger players, it was the best developmental thing that could have happened.
And then I scored the first goal for Ball State in that year. It's something called a drag flick. So I drag flicked it and it was really slow, but it went straight through one of the girls' legs.
That is a leveler, and that's a goal.
And then it went in, and I was really excited. And like Rachel Pereira like jumped on me, and I was like all excited. And yeah, after everything that had happened, like not playing, just running, getting stuck here, getting stuck in South Africa, it kind of made everything worth it. Yeah.